basic.
You're listening to your favorite podcast ever.
It's feeling very, very girly in here tonight.
Pass me the mic.
Pretty basic.
Thank you to Apartments.com, Pura, VIDA, Omaze, Athena Club, and Macy's for sponsoring this episode of Pretty Basic. You're listening to
Pretty basic.
your favorite podcast ever. With the most rental listings anywhere, there's no wrong way to get into your right place on Apartments.com.
For instance, you could latch a tablet to the wall and throw magnetic darts at the rental search map. Or you could lather your phone screen in peanut butter and let your furry roommate lick their way to a tasty new pet-friendly place. Or you could use a tablet like a spirit board and call upon your beloved late Nana so she gets her say too.
And now Apartments.com even offers virtual tours so you can explore your potential place from anywhere with an internet connection. At a bar on a bad first date? Knock yourself out. On a tandem bike pedaling along the beach? Not advisable, but certainly not impossible either. Around base camp at Mount Everest? Now that's nearing the summit of all the ways you can search.
From the tried and true methods and the virtually enhanced techniques to the downright unorthodox approaches, you're bound to discover that special somewhere to call your own on Apartments.com, the most popular place to find a place.
The girlies are back. The girlies are reunited.
Hi guys, welcome back to Pretty Basic. Today we are in a very pink setting. It's feeling very, very girly in here tonight.
The girls' room.
The girls' room. Were you a big Amanda Show girl?
I was, but I was kind of a little too young to where, like, I remember it, but I don't remember it. Like, I remember certain parts of it, but I couldn't tell you a lot of specifics about it.
I remember Bring Out the Dancing Lobsters.
I don't remember that.
Really?
No.
There was that one. There was that one, like hillbilly segment
yes,
thing
I
with the
remember
rocking chair.
that.
This is actually, we're talking about pretty pop culture today, which I'm very excited about.
Let's explain what that is to, you know, maybe some new listeners, viewers.
Yes. Would you like to share?
Oh, yeah. I mean, pass me the mic. Every now and then, Rem and I like to do, you know, a little episode just kind of touching on what's recent in the news. You know, what's on the trending tabs, what's going on in pretty pop culture.
I love pop culture.
You are
obsessed.
a queen at it.
I just love knowing what's going on.
You know what it is though? Every single day you'll send me either a tweet or some, like, you know what's going on. If I ever had to phone a friend for anything, it would be you, because
so
you
nice.
know, you're like, oh yeah, that TikTok sound's gonna be blowing up, or this person did this. Did you know that they're dating? And I'm like, I had no idea.
And no thoughts, just pop culture all the time. But a little pop culture story that actually has to do with the Amanda Show that I saw. Well, you sent me that Ariana Grande was cast in Wicked. Which you love Wicked. I love Wicked, but you love Wicked. And I saw she was doing promo for it, and she was on, I think it was Jimmy Fallon or so. And she talked about this story about how when she was 4 years old, she dialed 411. Yes. Did you see that?
I saw this.
She dialed 411 and she was like, hello. The operator was like, hi. And she was like, Orlando, Florida, please. Mm-hmm. And they're like, who in Orlando? And she's like, Universal Studios. And she gets a hold of some person, probably like the front desk person at Universal Studios. They're like, hi, how can I help you? And she's like, hi, I would like to audition for the Amanda Show or all that. You pick. And like, how do I make this happen? And they're like, how old are you? And she's like, don't worry about it. She's like 4 years old.
I'm just so not like that. I can't imagine me doing that. I'm so jealous. That's iconic.
I'm sure it didn't happen like that at 4 years old, but I love the story and I love the theatrics of it.
You know what? I just found out. So one of our good friends is Christina Kirkman. You know her. She's great. She was on All That, which iconic, you know. She's an incredible, like, very talented actress and super fun person. And I just found out how we met her through a mutual friend, and I just found out how that mutual friend met Christina.
Oh my gosh, how?
She went up to her and was like, oh my God, you're the girl from All That.
Oh,
and they're
amazing.
best friends now. Like, they like clicked, and it's crazy.
She does look exactly the same as when she was young too.
I thought they like were family friends. I just remember, I just knew they were friends. I had no idea that she just like went up and said something, which is so funny because I would never do that. But I'm so envious of people who are that bold and like would just do that. Like, they're best friends now.
But doesn't that inspire you to just go up and be like, I love you. Let's be besties.
Oh my God, yeah.
But still creating boundaries based on last week's episode. We don't have to be best friends with everybody.
I know, but sometimes it works out. And
but sometimes they're on All That and you want to be best friends with them. Back to Wicked.
Okay, the other day I went and saw Hamilton. Amazing. That's all I'm going to say. And it was at the Pantages, and I'm walking with TK. And have you been to the Pantages?
I don't think so.
Okay, when you walk into the auditorium, if you're on the bottom floor, it's a very, very steep aisle when you first walk in for the first half of it, and then it kind of goes a little more flat. So while I'm walking down with TK, I have a memory pops into my head. You know, like an Inside Out when like a long-term memory bulb or whatever just gets like thrown in. Have you seen that movie?
Of course.
Of course, good. It was one of those. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot this happened. And I realized I used to not care about what people thought of me. And now I don't know where things went to shit, but I remembered one of the times that I saw Wicked, and I was in high school. I was with my best friend, and we obviously dressed up. You know, we drove like 2 hours to come to the Pantages in LA, in Hollywood, where the stars are. And obviously, being the Wicked stan that I was, I prepared. We both had matching black dresses. Okay. Cute. My hair was curled. I think I had like a little headband or something, maybe like a green headband. I had glittery green lips. Okay. This was when Mac Baby 11 was born. We went to the store trying to like find matching outfits, right? You know those random, oh my God, memories getting those, I think it was like Chica. It was like a random shoe store. Chic.
Yes. Chic. There's still a Chic at the Brand Mall.
Is it really? Merino Valley Mall, right? We're looking. We go into this store. Straight back, I walk in. I see in the clearance section.
Is clearance
green, sparkly, like glitter sparkly stripper heels. For some reason, $10 each, a deal, a bargain.
$10 a shoe or $10 together?
Together.
Wow.
Obviously, we got them. And we wore them to school that day because obviously we were singing Wicked at night.
Weren't you going to a Christian school?
Yeah. Right?
What did the Lord think about that?
Clearly the Lord and my mother thought it was fine. I have photos. I will find them. I'm sure they're like somewhere on my MySpace or something. I will send them and insert here for the YouTube watchers. Go watch us on YouTube. You know me. I hate being tall. Why? I don't know. Like I would never do that now. I was a freshman. I literally remember I like had my green stripper heels. We're like.
Weren't you? So you were in uniforms and you had.
No, we had no uniforms. Oh. We just had a very strict dress code. Everything had to be to our knee.
Could be to your knee, but stripper heels are fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly.
Love that. I love a stripper heel.
I remember getting like looks from the teachers and I was like, what?
I want stripper heels so badly.
I just got rid of some.
Were they green and sparkly?
No, they were clear.
I want the clear ones where you can put stuff inside of them.
I don't know if you can put stuff in it. They might still be in the giveaway pile.
Okay, let me know.
I literally like.
Oh, Laura's nodding.
Oh yeah, I have them.
Please give them to me.
7.5.
Oh, perfect.
Cal will love. I didn't have much use for them.
You didn't want to glitter them and go to Wicked?
No.
We could wear them to the movies.
We can. PB goes to the movies. So we go to the Pantages. We're walking down the aisle, and I'm like I could barely. I was like, I'm gonna spring my ankle.
In your green heels.
Were like we were
holding the chairs for stability.
Each other. Yes, it was so bad. So, anyways, when I was there last week, Chic
is already $20 for shoes. So the fact that they were on
clearance and they had both of our sizes, it was a must.
You want to know what I got at Chic? Chic has like very like obscure shoes that you need for very special occasions
that hurt your feet because they're such bad quality.
Oh yes, well because they're like
they're $7.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to ASB camp when I was young, and my school colors were yellow and brown. And so, like, the whole, I know, so, bitch, try to be on the cheer team in a brown uniform. Now would be cute.
Yeah.
Now would be cute. At the time, we looked like poop and pee. But I went to ASB camp, and we all got yellow backpacks, yellow JanSport backpacks, and we were all supposed to wear, like, as much yellow as we could. Vans, and they didn't have yellow shoes. No one had yellow shoes. I stumbled by a Chic shoe store at the Brand Mall.
Yellow shoes.
I see yellow shoes in the glass shining. Bought them. Probably $7.
Probably $7 on clearance. Hey. Okay, can we just talk about PURA VIDA? Guys, if you are looking for artisan-made accessories that are comfortable, casual, eco-friendly, and just really cool, look no further. I think PURA VIDA accessories are the cutest products ever. They're just so chill, but add so much to your outfit.
Now, they're known for their beautiful braided bracelets handmade by artisans. The string bracelets are unisex, fully adjustable, wax coated, so they're 100% waterproof, which is my favorite part. The jewelry is super affordable with bracelets starting at $6 and rings at $12. People love to buy several for stacking, mixing, matching, whatever. You can even, share them with your best friends, trade off, whatever you want to do. Anything works. And I love that they're all about giving back. They have charity collections, and 5% of your purchase price is given back to charities that support all kinds of things from mental health to ocean and land conservation. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Pura Vida has donated $113,000 to boarding for breast cancer. Pura Vida will make the perfect gift this holiday season with their custom engravable jewelry and monthly jewelry subscriptions. They're also dropping a new Disney Princess collection with all of your childhood favorites. Pura Vida's biggest sale of the year starts on Black Friday. To get up to 50% off plus free shipping, text BASIC to 38817 and they'll notify you when the sale is live. That's BASIC to 38817 to get up to 50% off at Pura Vida. Terms apply. Available at puravidabracelets.com/terms. Text BASIC to 38817.
I'm very excited about Wicked. I thought for sure that Ariana would be cast as Elphaba because she sang at that 10-year reunion or whatever it was a few years ago.
Yes, she sang The Wizard of Night. You
Yes.
know what
With
else
her green
it
lipstick.
was though? I remember she said that she would love to be in Wicked, and then Idina Menzel replied in an interview basically saying, I'm still relevant, I could play it. I'm not kidding. She said, I'm still relevant here.
Oh my God.
So I think I also thought, I thought she was being Elphaba, but then she obviously got cast as Glinda, which we're very excited for.
I'm so excited. It makes sense because have you been watching The Voice this season?
I haven't.
Oh my God. I'm one of those people that started watching because of Ariana Grande.
Oh, good.
But I used to watch a lot in the past. I just kind of fell off.
I watched the first 2 seasons. I was obsessed.
Danielle Bradbury was my personal favorite.
Oh my God.
But I have been watching, and she brought Kristen Chenoweth on as one of her mentors.
I
And
did
so
see that.
I didn't put it together at all, but now it makes sense. And she had tweeted, they pulled tweets from Ariana from 2011 saying she would love to play Glinda.
A dream role.
And also she made that song, do you remember with Mika on her first album, Popular, I Wanna Be
Yes.
Popular. So it's it was all manifestation.
Yeah.
She got it. She's so deserving. I'm very excited for her.
I really think she has a better vibe for Glinda anyway.
I
think,
agree.
I don't want anyone to come for me. I would rather her be Glinda. I don't think I would want her to be Elphaba. She could do it, but
I'm open to either. I'm just happy to see her.
Yeah.
I just love her.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not sure of the actress who's playing Elphaba. I haven't seen In the Heights yet, but I heard she was in
I
The Heights.
haven't either, and I'm gonna watch it.
She was in The Heights, and John Chu is directing. Who he did Crazy Rich Asians, he did In the Heights,
love.
and now he's doing Wicked. And I'm we love Asian representation, and he's very talented, obviously.
I saw a lot of people being mad that Ariana is playing Glinda on TikTok.
Yeah,
And I think people forget that she's an actress too.
she started on Broadway.
She's not. It's not going to be an Ariana Grande concert.
Like
I think a lot of people are
Ariana-
thinking she's going to take over and overshadow. And I'm like, no, she's an actress. She knows what to do.
I feel like people are gonna think that she's going to be the Ariana Grande as Glinda,
Yes.
versus being Glinda. If that makes
Even in
any
Hairspray,
sense.
she did such a good job.
I loved Hairspray.
Yeah.
That's right. But she started on Broadway in the show 13. That's where she met Liz Gillies too.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that.
I'm a super fan.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
very talented.
And Glinda has actually a lot of opera in the musical, so I feel like it'll be really interesting.
I
I'll be
would
so
have
good.
loved if Idina and Kristen did do the
Sorry,
movie.
I just thought of John Travolta when he was like, da-da, da-da. Remember? He,
oh my
introed
God,
her so
Idina.
bad.
One and only Adele Dazeem.
He butchered her name, and I was like, it's not that hard.
Oh my God, I love them. But apparently Idina Menzel has some sort of vocal issue now, so she can't.
Does she really?
Apparently, I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up.
Watch,
but I
she
heard
went on
that.
vocal rest for 2 days.
And I heard about it. But she's busy. She's got Frozen. She's doing her thing.
Oh, she's making bang from Frozen.
I love listening to the Dax Shepard podcast, and he always makes jokes about. He was like, I used to be the breadwinner, and then Frozen happened.
Yo, I want to know how much they've made off of Frozen just from merchandise and toys and that stuff.
Do you think they get a cut of that?
They
I
better.
don't think they get a cut of that. I feel like Disney doesn't do that. Don't you think so? I don't think they
I
would.
don't know.
I don't-
I guess if it's not their face because it's animated.
I feel like they get their cut.
Because Marvel, if it's Captain America, but it's Chris Evans, obviously Chris Evans gets a cut because it's his face. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that they get their flat rate for doing it, and then anything else. Because a lot of Disney stars have come out and talked about that kind of stuff. Actually, even I don't think Dove Cameron gets a cut of it either. Like,
No.
even if they use their face, I don't think they get a cut of it because they've signed the rights away.
I think it is different though from Disney Channel versus like
Marvel.
a movie with like, I think a lot of kids get screwed over the most versus like, yeah, like some of the bigger,
Maybe if you're more established and you have like a better lawyer,
a
and
better
things
team,
like that.
they know what's going. I don't know, but also like you never know what movie's gonna just freak. Like I don't think anyone knew how big Frozen was gonna be. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, no, but it was so good.
So good. I love the second one, low key. I think more than the first.
Me too in summer. Or when he goes, what, Stephanie?
Samantha?
That's my favorite.
So good.
Now that we're all caught up on Wicked.
Yes. So obviously that was a huge thing that happened this week.
I'm not quite sure how it's possible, but we are already in November of this year. And that means Thanksgiving is right around the corner. I'm ready for my turkey, my stuffing, my mashed potatoes. I'm ready for it all.
I was gonna say, I know you are ready to host. Host the biggest Thanksgiving of ever.
I've been practicing my turkeys and I'm very, very excited. I've got it nailed down to a science now. And like my favorite, honestly, I love Thanksgiving. I love the food and everything. But I think what I love even more is that I get to finish dinner with my family, have some fun time, and then I get to go shopping.
I thought you were about to say I get to start cleaning, and I was like, nope.
No, Thanksgiving is way too big of a mess to get excited to clean it.
Yeah, exactly.
I just love loafing. I love my after Thanksgiving nap. I love my leftovers. That's the best part about Thanksgiving, actually, is the leftovers.
You know what I want to do? I want to have my signature dish that I bring to things. Or like Thanksgiving, I'm like, don't worry, guys, I'll make my blank. Can you help me come up with something?
I mean, lately I've been very into dips. I feel like dips are such a party pleaser, and they're perfect because especially with a meal like Thanksgiving where it takes so long and all day long to cook and people come over and they're hungry and like ravenous because they've been waiting all day to eat. A dip is great because you can eat a little bit of dip. You can just kind of like settle your tummy a little bit before you have like a huge meal, but you don't like overeat with dip, you know? And what's best is like a buffalo chicken dip, which life hack, my new favorite way to shred chicken. You make the chicken breasts like you normally would, you know, you can boil your chicken breasts, put them in a KitchenAid mixer with a paddle attachment, and let that thing rip for like 2 minutes and you have perfectly shredded chicken for a chicken dip, or you can use it in a salad or do whatever you want with it.
Oh, see, I need the paddle. I don't have that. I have a mixer, but I definitely need the paddle. I feel like I just need more accessories for that kind of stuff. I would love you to sit down with me and be like, you need these pans.
Oh, okay.
Because I need more.
Oh, I would love to help with that. I feel like you really only need like a very few amount of pans, actually. Like you can have like your quintessential 5.
Like a
and then
set,
you're
one
good
of
to
the
go.
kits?
Yes, I love a good pan set. I feel like for a KitchenAid mixer, they have like pasta attachments if you want to make fresh pasta.
See, I probably won't do that, but I love knowing that you can get those.
You can get so many different things. I'm a big fan of like a hand mixer. Obviously, I love, especially for a big meal like Thanksgiving, if you're prepping and you've got so much stuff to do. And like the thing with Thanksgiving, especially, it's juggling time. It's time management. You got to make sure the turkey is done on time, but you can't be done too early or too late because you don't want it to be obviously done too early. It's going to be like cold and waiting around. It can't be done too late because you've got to throw the potatoes in, the green bean casserole, like everything needs to fit into the oven. So what I love to help me save time is like a chopper, whether it's like a hand chopper, like I have a slap chop kind of thing from KitchenAid, or you can do like an actual like claw thing that like chops over, and you can do onions, garlic, everything in it. A mandolin is a game changer as well.
And you know where you can get all of these things?
Macy's.com.
You guys know we love Macy's here at the Pretty Basic headquarters, and they literally have everything and anything that you could possibly need for Thanksgiving. I know that Thanksgiving seems like it's honestly so far away, but it's really not, and it's going to sneak up on all of us like it does every single year.
Take a moment to do something for your future self and get prepped for Turkey Day now. Luckily, Macy's is right there with you. Find everything you need to crush your favorite recipes, set an amazing table, and host family and friends.
Plus, the perfect outfits to look great doing it. Everything is over at Macy's.com. What else has been happening?
I mean, I've been on TikTok a lot, and I feel like I can't escape, obviously, everything that went on at Astro World.
Oh.
That's obviously very top of mind.
I feel like we actually should talk about that.
I think so too. And obviously, before we even get started, our hearts and our prayers and everything go out to all the victims who were affected, anybody who was just physically there. I can't imagine how emotionally traumatizing that truly must have been.
I hope this comes out right. Over the past few years, you know how there's just been so much shit that happens in the world, from shootings and like just so much stuff. I really felt like I started to kind of get numb to it all, like almost every day. Especially there was a time where every day there was something tragic happening all the time. And when this first happened, I felt like it took me a while to really like put myself in that position if I was there. And like, it was someone's post that I saw on a story of someone who was there, and they were describing what it was like. It went pretty viral. And I think it clicked different for me, and I actually pictured myself in that position. Instead of being in my room on my phone reading about it, I really put myself if I was there and saw that happening around me. And I just like, it hit so different, and it made me so sad of how numb to this type of shit like we're all getting, if that makes sense. And obviously it did, like, it was horrible, and I thought that from the beginning. But like, when I really took a second to reflect and put myself in that position of like yelling at a cameraman saying like, there are people, like, stop, like, what is going on? Like, that hit me different. And I think it made me see it from a whole different perspective, because I was like, holy shit, like, actually imagining being there, like,
I feel like I can't even imagine what all of those people went through. I truly can't. And I think it's what frustrates me the most is that these things are easily avoidable, and they just didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck.
no.
And that's what's like absolutely mind-boggling to me. Like the lack of security, the lack of like, you know, if the security's not there and like things go wrong, then that's one thing. But the fact that like the show could have been stopped, the fact that so many things could have been done to prevent this from happening and nothing happened.
Even security, like, people said they just walked in and were barely even checked. I think you worded that perfectly, that like everything could have been avoided, because I will say there are times in life where fluke crazy things happen. And, you know, maybe something breaks on stage and like just random out of the
like
normal
freak
accidents happen. And there's usually times that you can look back and say that was traumatic and horrible. However, you could just tell it was a freak accident. This did not seem like any sort of freak accident. Like when there's people being trampled over and you know, people were going out of their way trying to tell people of the magnitude that was happening, like that clearly wasn't a freak accident.
Yeah. I think there's still so much that we obviously like don't know. And I'm sure by the time this comes out, more and more will be known. Obviously it's a fucked up situation and there are a lot of people at fault. And I think right now everyone's just trying to like figure out who to point the blame at. But the ultimate thing is that innocent people lost their lives. It's something that could have been easily avoided. And I mean, you and I have been to a Travis Scott concert before and it was scary.
Oh, I was so glad we weren't on the floor.
Oh, exactly. But like even in our seats, I still was like, oh my God, like this is a lot. And I feel like the whole, like him like encouraging his people, like his fans to like mosh and get crazy and do dangerous things, obviously, like this was almost bound to happen. Like the fact that like he had been arrested multiple times and like didn't even care. And the fact that he was still encouraging it at Astro World, like that's fucked up.
I think also something to note too is like moshing isn't new. It's been around for a long time. And I'm sure there's been maybe something like this, but I don't think there's been anything to this magnitude. Clearly people can do it and do it. I wouldn't want to do it myself, but like clearly you can do it right.
I was in a mosh pit once for Frank Ocean.
Oh my God.
And like my friend wanted to be right at the front. And I am not someone who likes to be crushed like that.
Yeah, me either.
And I get really claustrophobic and I like to be in the back. But I was like, you know what? It's for her birthday. Let's go. We'll go to the front. And we stood there for hours waiting for him to come out. So long that they were like coming out to bring water to people, which was really nice. I got hit in the head with a water bottle and I was standing there for hours. And it was like so incredible because obviously I was so close to see him and he was incredible and such a great performer, but like being there for so long, getting squished up against people, getting like your body's like being moved in ways that you have no control over.
Yeah. Also, I feel like a lot of festivals, you know, obviously you're like drugs aren't even supposed to be a thing ever, you know, whatever, but they still have plenty of medical expecting that.
That's what I was talking to Cal about. It's like when you go to EDC, obviously you're not supposed to do drugs. Obviously drugs are illegal, but the showrunners know people are going to do drugs. People are going to do drugs here. So we need to have the right amount of medical people on staff. We need to have ambulances on staff, XYZ. We need to be prepped for that. And the fact that someone can throw a festival like this and it's like you can't put it out of sight, out of mind. Like it's going to happen, so you need to be prepped for it. You need to have enough security. And if you're going to encourage your followers or your fans, I mean, to mosh and be crazy, and you want to do that, then you need to have the correct amount of security and like paramedics and things on site to take care of it if something like this were to happen.
Yeah,
you can't do that and then expect nothing or not be prepped for anything.
I know. It honestly was just really sad. It was. I'm trying to think of
the right words, but I can't find them. But like, it was just so like eerie and just disturbing, like honestly seeing all of the videos and TikToks and everything like that. Like, it was very, very sad. And the people who died were so young, like so young. I think there was like, what, a 10-year-old or 14-year-old?
There's a 14-year-old.
14 years old.
I'm curious to see how this is going to shift shows and festival culture moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, how this affects Travis Scott's career also.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like, I don't know, I don't think he's obviously going to be able to go back to performing live normally ever again.
I'm sure he will, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I personally feel like it's going to be hard for him to come back.
I mean, I'm sure, I don't see him just like quitting. And then it's also hard. I don't know if for people who haven't really been to like crazy shows like that, you know, people are constantly like getting dehydrated and having to be like crowd surfed out. I remember I went to a concert one time, and my ex at the time, his parents were like in charge of fire and medical. So we went to this huge concert. And we got to be like backstage and all that kind of stuff. Right. And I remember standing in the front of the stage. It was like a Eminem concert. And I just remember standing at the front and watching these people like getting crowd surfed out who were like half conscious, and like the security they were like taking people left and right. And I was like, damn, that's normal, like at these types of things. So I don't know if they're used to that all the time and that's why they didn't stop. I also get, if you're on stage, like you kind of usually don't stop until you're told to stop, but I don't know what was from their like point of view or whatever, like, but clearly it was worse than it ever should have gotten.
I would really hope he didn't know. I'm sure. I feel like very, very strongly that he didn't know people were dying.
Yeah.
He couldn't have known. Like, if someone can't continue and people are dying, that is fucked up. But it's hard now because there's so many videos of other people and other performers coming out, which obviously we don't go to every show that they perform at, or like you know, we don't know what's going on. We see the few shows that we do, but like there are videos coming out of performers who are in stadiums twice the size of what the people were at Astroworld, who see one person like pass out and they stop the whole show. Yeah. So it's hard to see that. I hope to God he didn't know that people were dying.
And honestly, none of us will know except him. So it's like, obviously from our point of view, we're just like, okay, what can we learn from this? I hope that if he does continue to perform live, obviously I don't think he'll encourage people to act like they were before. Yeah. I sure hope not. I will say I'm going to Day in Vegas this weekend, and I've been planning to go for like months and months and months since the tickets dropped. And I'm a little nervous. I mean, I heard that like there's so many different conspiracies and things going out about what happened. And I know that one thing was that people were saying that people were getting injected by like something and causing them. I don't know if that's true or not, but I will say going forward this weekend, I am going to be hyper aware. And I think moving forward, it's so awful. But we do also have to be like extra aware of our surroundings and just be extra careful. And it sucks that people are like this. But I'm curious to see how like festival culture and things change moving forward. Yeah, honestly, I think there's times where, let's say I'm waiting in line to go, whether it's a festival or an event or something, and the line's long and they're taking so long for security. And I'm like, oh, this is so long and annoying. I always check in with myself and I think, no, please take your time checking people. Please take your time. If it takes me an hour to get into this place, I would rather have that peace of mind to go see a concert versus you just letting people walk in and not actually checking them. So I think the next time, you know, anyone's just like chilling in line for security and it's taking for even the freaking airport, like as much as I complain about all that kind of stuff, like it's good to check in and be like, hey,
it's for your safety.
It's for your safety. Yeah. Like, shut the fuck up, ALISHA. You know what I mean? But yeah, we just want to reiterate again that our hearts and prayers are with everyone affected.
Okay, well, this feels like obviously a little odd to transition out of, but on a lighter note, something that I have wanted to talk about on the podcast for a few weeks now, and I was waiting for you to come back.
Oh, I'm back.
Did you I'm sure you saw the drama between Tana and technically Kylie, but like Stormi, essentially having Stormi on her lock screen, and how people made it like a really big deal.
Oh my God, I saw people. I was like, what is, you know, when you see drama or something, but you're like, what's the whole story? Huh? That was the story I kept seeing, and I was like, what is going on?
You know, something that everyone can bond over? Having a nightmare shaving story where you accidentally cut yourself or you got horrible razor burn, whatever the situation is. Now, if you also can relate to a situation like that, you need to check out ATHENA Club's razor, because I have to tell you, I have never experienced such good razors. They're designed with built-in skin guards to help prevent razor burn while being gentle on curves. The razor blade is surrounded by a water-activated serum with shea butter and hyaluronic acid, which is a holy grail for skincare. The best part is that the razor kit is only $9 and comes with 2 blade heads, a magnetic hook for shower storage, your choice of a handle color, and the razor has 6 color options. Plus, you'll never have to worry about running out of refills or being stuck with a dull, overused razor, because you can choose how often the replacement blades are sent to you with free shipping. Also, I highly recommend trying out their Cloud Shave Foam. It is exactly what it sounds like, Cloud Shave Foam. It is so nice. It nourishes the skin, and it just makes the shaving experience 10 out of 10. Show your skin that you care with ATHENA Club Razor Kit. Sign up today and you'll get 20% off your first order. Go to athenaclub.com and use promo code BASIC. That's ATHENACLUB.com with promo code BASIC for 20% off.
In case you guys missed it, Tana was pictured with, like, she was hugging someone, so her phone screen was facing the paparazzi or whatever camera took a photo, and her lock screen was showing, and it was the picture of Stormy where she's in the bubble bath and the bubbles are like
It's a cute
surrounding her head. And so people were really upset. Apparently a Kylie or Stormy fan page posted it, and then after they posted it showing like Tana's lock screen, and then they put like a side by side of like the actual photo, Stas, who is Kylie's best friend, and like a bunch of Kylie's friends underneath commented like, this was weird, I'm uncomfortable, like blah 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 blah, all these things underneath. And so then it became like a debate of like, is it weird or is it not weird? I want to know, what's your hot take?
Okay, my hot take is this. I think it's not, like, I'm sure other people have Stormy as their cover, like on their wallpaper,
yes.
Right? I think the reason why it got weird is because Tana, I don't know who her friends are, but it seems like she's friends with some of the people like in that world. I don't know if she has bad blood with anyone, but I feel like that's why it felt weird, because literally I'm like, there's so many people that have Stormy as their thing, but I'm like, maybe if it's just like,
I feel very strongly about this.
Really?
I was really mad. I don't care if, granted, I'm not involved whatsoever, but like, even if she runs in the same circles as these people, Stormy is a national, universal, worldwide icon. I literally, like, that picture is ingrained in my head because I think it's the cutest photo ever.
Yeah.
Like, if that were my kid, I'd have it plastered everywhere. I'd make it a billboard. Like, she can't. Well, the thing is, Kylie never said anything. So Kylie probably, there's a chance she doesn't even know or care.
Yeah.
We just made this a bigger deal than it needed to be. But like, Kylie literally uses that photo to promote her baby line. So it's not that weird, I don't think, to like make it my lock screen right now. Oh my God.
mine's you.
Mine's a Ratatouille, me and Raspberry too. But like, I always put like cute photos of dogs and things.
I think what, like, I'm thinking of the other side. Like, if an acquaintance who maybe I've met once or twice, again, I don't know, had a photo of my baby, I would be like, that's weird.
See,
so I'm thinking of it that way.
But if your baby was like you don't post your baby ever and you keep her very privately, then I totally understand. That's weird.
Yeah.
But when your baby is posted all the time and like a little icon, then like it's not weird.
I think that's what's hard about the public eye type thing. Like when families choose to not show their kids' faces, I'm like, oh, I get why they don't want that happening.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, so if you do put something out there, like it's out there.
But also, even like if a parent doesn't want that happening, like having your baby as someone's lock screen would be the least of my problems. Like, I'd be more scared of like weird people watching or like things like that. Like, I really didn't think it was a big deal at all, personally.
Yeah.
And
but
I was very
why?
confused.
It's because you change your iPhone like screensaver twice a week.
So?
No, that's why you're like, huh? Like, where I change mine once a year, so I'm like, damn, that would be a commitment for me to do that, you know?
But like, what if she changes it every day?
I feel like she's like you and she changes it like all the time. So it's like, no, that's a big deal.
I don't think it's that weird.
Yeah.
I really, really don't. And I was really baffled, but I will say,
for me, I'm like, I want to know more about the relationship friendship thing. I think that's, because if there is bad, like, I don't know.
Here's the thing. If she had bad blood with Kylie, then obviously she's not going to put Kylie's kid as her lock screen.
Would she?
But I was talking to someone about this, and they were very much on the side of Stormy. Stormy, baby. But I was like getting, not upset, but I was just like trying to get my point across. I was like, I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but I'm still so mad because it's not a big deal. But they were like saying, oh, like, well, what if someone had a picture of like your baby? And obviously I don't have a child, but my child equivalent currently is my dog. And she was like, oh my God, what if like one of your ex friends had your dog as their lock screen? Yeah. I was like, I'd fucking love it because my dog is so cute. And you think of like,
see, I would hate it.
But okay, I'm sure there's like a viral picture of like a dachshund somewhere. And like, or I think of that one little dog that comes around every Halloween where it's like a white dog and they put a paper towel around it that looks like a ghost. I'm sure that's thousands of people's lock screens. And do you think someone out there is like, ew, they're using my dog photo?
I don't think it's a big deal.
If it was a private family photo, then that'd be weird. Yeah. But the fact that it was used in marketing and posted everywhere and like fan pages post it, like then I didn't think it was that weird of a thing.
There are so many other girls probably who had Stormy as their background and they're like,
change.
Yeah, I would never.
I don't know why. I just was like, but I did see, I saw Tana came out and she was like, I'm going to be honest. I usually like when things happen, I'm like, oh, like what's going on? She's like, this was the one time I was like, what? So at least she knew it too. Yeah. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, no, that's funny.
But you know what? Good. No, what is it? Any publicity? Bad publicity is good publicity. So we're talking about it. And I wonder.
She's trending. We're not.
Do you, truly. But I'm not mad. I'm Team Tana here. Do you think that she changed it after? I hope she didn't.
I feel like it's the same.
I hope she didn't because that's funny. I'd be out like. Fletcher.
Okay, my final consensus is I don't think it's weird.
Okay, good. I was starting to get worried.
Rema was like, we're having a friendship breakup.
No. I was like, am I so in the wrong here?
No,
am I so wrong?
You're not in the wrong. I think the fact that people commented under it made me think, oh, there's bad blood, so clearly it's weird. Like if I had bad blood with someone, like that makes it weird. Clearly it's weird for I don't know. Maybe it's just the person. Like I don't think it's weird.
Like maybe they have beef with Tana.
Like I think they're like, it's weird she posts. It's weird she has this, not it's weird someone has this as their lock screen.
And I completely agree with that. But then there were a lot of people who completely agreed it was weird. So then I was like, is this not? Like I was just so, like I was so absolutely 100% set in the idea, and I still am, that it's not weird. But then I was like, oh, there's so many people who would counter believe that it is weird. And then I started to be like, is it weird?
No,
so
you're
sorry.
fine. You're fine.
My inner monologue was going batshit crazy that day. I was like so confused. And then when I was literally like fighting my friend about it, I was like, who is my friend? What are they saying?
We clearly have different morals here. If my ex-best friend had a photo of even Chloe, my dog, you would be like, what the fuck?
I'd be like, what the fuck? But
she's obsessed
fan
with
behavior.
Literally, you'd be like, she's so obsessed with you. What the fuck?
Every day she wants to look at her phone and think about you, think about Chloe, and then not think about you.
I'm like, okay, that's, yes.
We're reading too deep. It's a photo from Pinterest, babes. It's a photo from Pinterest.
Pretty pop culture. Anything else?
Okay. Last thing this is a very Ariana Grande episode. Miss Grande's. Well, I'm not going to call him that because he is a star who we love on his own. Pete Davidson, whom I love and think is so fucking hot, is allegedly dating Miss Kimberly Noel.
Real or PR stunt?
Miss Kimberly Noel. Can I be honest? I don't care.
Yeah.
I remember like I kept listening to so many podcasts and like they would always, obviously everyone was like losing their minds about it. And I was like, I was like trying to find a fuck to give. And I truly couldn't.
Like, I can't find one.
I don't even mean it in a mean way. Like I love her and I love him, but I don't care.
I feel like they're just having fun.
I mean, I hope they're dating. They're like, they seem like nice people.
Also,
they're
it's
kiss
like
on
define dating. Like they're just hanging out.
I don't know.
I don't think they're like really dating.
Not me caring now.
Yeah. She's like, suddenly I found a few fucks under here.
I'm here for whomever can I just say, Pete Davidson we already know, but also,
that's a TikTok.
But also, he must just like be the most like suave, like funny guys though. Funny guys can get it.
I feel like there's maybe because he's different than like most LA guys or like athletes. Like he like rocks the fact that he's not. Like he's a comedian, you know what I mean?
I think he's so funny. I think he's so cute. I don't know. But his dating history, incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Or maybe Kim was like, damn, Megan Fox and Courtney are both dating these like tall, skinny white guys. I feel left out. Like, Pete Davidson, where are you?
I think they also kind of run in the same circles, don't they?
It's just they're the same, like, very like femme type dude. Do you know what I mean?
But I think MGK and Travis Barker are no. MGK and Pete Davidson are best friends.
Are they? Really?
Yeah. I was like, someone's friends with who? But I'm sure now MGK and Travis Barker are friends.
So
now.
maybe they've been hanging out for a while, and now they're just like, wait, oh my God, this would be so funny. We can all triple date.
I love it. I don't know. I care so much.
What's
and
their age difference?
She's like 40 something, right? Or like early 40s.
Early 40s.
I think he's like 33, 34.
Okay, that's not like.
Am I wrong? Can we fact check that? He's so cute and so funny. I'm a big fan.
Wow, yeah.
Shut up.
He's not 27. She's 40. He's 27.
He's 27.
He's younger than me?
Whoa. He seems so I feel like he's lived a lot of lives.
She's 41.
41 and he's 27. Wow, he seems like he's been... The fact that he's been on SNL for so long and he's 27, good for him.
Yeah, honestly.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's great. Have you ever dreamed of having the chance to win awesome prizes like a Tesla or experience karaoke with Charlize Theron and going to space in the Virgin Galactic? Then you have to check out Omaze, the new way to give back to charity and have fun doing it. This is how it works. You enter for the chance to win something amazing, and at the same time, you can donate to support great causes. It's fun and such an easy way for nonprofits to raise money for you to win big prizes, like a multi-million-dollar house in Miami, big prizes. Guys, go look at the photos of these houses we're talking about. They are beautiful, like unbelievable. If you want to look at them, go to omaze.com/basic, select the Miami Dream House. Guys, it's beautiful. Or there's a whole bunch of different other experiences that you can choose from. Then choose a donation amount from $10 to $150. The more you donate, the more entries you'll get. Through your donations, Omaze has raised more than $150 million to support over 350 nonprofits around the world. Omaze was named in Fast Company's 2020 Most Innovative Companies and featured on Good Morning America, The Today Show, and Stephen Colbert. Everyone deserves the chance to live their dreams, and with Omaze, extraordinary prizes are within reach for everyone. Enter today for a chance to win the Miami Dream House or other life-changing prizes and experiences at omaze.com/basic. Plus, receive 20 extra entries when you enter code BASIC. That's OMAZE.com/basic. I didn't realize there's like a trend with like the guys you date.
Younger guys?
No, like the type of guy.
What do you mean?
Like they're all dating the same like type of guy right now.
Kind of. Not really though. Like he's the most different from obviously Travis and MGK. He's not a musician.
I just feel like all three of them have had a lot of talk about like, oh, that's not who they normally go for. You know what I mean? Everyone deserves happiness.
They really do.
No,
they really do.
Live, laugh, love.
Do you think it's gonna last though? Whatever it is.
No, I think they're having fun, just like fucking with the press and like having fun.
Do you think they're fucking?
I think they're fucking too.
I hope so.
I know.
That'd be pretty hot. Anyways, on that note, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of Pretty Pop Culture. And
it was a very Kardashian heavy one. So there's that.
It very much was. Well, be sure to check us out on, if you're not watching video, Pretty Basic Podcast on YouTube. Check us out. Video form is great. What are you doing if you're not watching?
Oh, I thought you were talking to me for a second. I was like, what?
Sorry. I get nervous. I don't know where to look.
I was waiting for my cue to jump in.
No.
And go. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Pretty Basic on... Oh, wrong camera. So thank you guys so much again for watching Pretty Basic. Don't forget to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.